Hello, love you. All right.
I'm great. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
On time? On the dot?
You
6
know,
p.m.?
you really offend me when you're like, "Are you ready?" I've been ready since 5:55. Sat here ready, trying to find something good lying.
I just need to make sure. I don't want to go live and then you're like, oh, I'm in the toilet or something. And then I'm like, oh, bollocks, now I'm going to have to talk to him for.
I'm always 5 minutes early. I told you this.
Do you know
Yeah.
that somebody sent me, well, not me, but you know the way I was like sending your questions for Dave for
Mm.
tonight? So somebody sent a question and then also put in, don't be late. Remember, Dave will be there at
I was ready.
5:55.
I was ready at 5:55. I literally was got sat down at 5:55.
Well, look, we're here now.
Better late than never.
The hair is getting curlier as the weeks go on.
I'm looking like Danny more and more every day, aren't I?
I just don't know who I'm interviewing anymore. Is it you? Is it Danny Morell? Who knows?
I've always said, like, people always said, "Oh, Danny's got curly hair," and I'm like, "Yeah, so what? I have as well." Yeah, so I'm getting. And I always got curly. It was very cute. He's got curly hair, and I'm like, "Yeah." So have I. So I'm growing it now. So like, I'm
Are you
better
gonna
looking in the face and that, but I need some of the hair as well.
are you gonna grow all out like proper like afro like?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I think it'll be funny, won't it? So I'm gonna keep
I
growing
think
it.
it would be
I'll get
nice,
the
Dave.
get the sides cut, but I'll just grow the big cat wig on top like Morel.
And I never actually asked Danny before, but I must inquire with him the next time that I have him on. Does he put any products in his curly hair?
I don't think so. No, just that's just his hair. That's just his natural hair. Yeah, been like you look at his baby pictures and that, it's always the same. So at first when I met him, I thought you perm that, don't you? I said to him, you perm that, don't you? He said no, I never permed it in my life. But they showed me baby pictures and that, and he were right. So.
Well, there we go.
Hmm.
So, how are you? What's going on?
Uh, Not a lot, to be honest. Come to Manchester today.
Oh no
Uh,
way! Is this it now? You're down. You're done.
yeah, obviously I'll go home and see my nan and my family and that, and obviously go home and whatever else. But pretty much here now till that's it, really. Yeah, you know,
How are you feeling?
I feel fantastic. Yeah,
Do you?
just nice. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's a fresh start for me.
Mm.
Uh, Not just boxing, but in life.
I'm jealous because I love nothing more than a fresh start or a big change.
It was nice because last night I went to Ant's house, Anthony Tomlinson, and I went
Yes.
to his house last night. It's off about 8:30 from my house anyway. So by the time I'd walked to his house and back, yeah, I've said hello to about 100 people. I've had conversations with about 12. Um, Been beat to about 30 times. One bloke saw me on Instagram Live, so decided, knew where I was walking, followed me, started playing Fields of Gold behind me really loud.
No
Yeah,
way.
which was nice, yeah, it's really nice. But I've been to the shop now, there and back in about half an hour, and not one person said hello. And sometimes it's
Oh.
just nice just to, you know what I mean? So it's just lovely. This is the dream when I retire. I'll just go back. I'm not really in anybody now, but you know what I mean. Just be
Yeah,
nice.
but where you're from, it's like, people know who you are.
Yeah, it was just lovely. I just
So do you feel like
okay.
I know you always say that you love, you love your fans and
Yeah.
you like love the support and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes like does it get a little bit like that? You're saying you can't even walk to your friend's house or walk home and like people are beeping the car at you and stuff.
Yeah. No, you know what? Like obviously, it's just I'm a very quiet person, really.
Mm.
Obviously, I'm a gobshite as well when necessary. But I'm a very quiet person. I just like my own space. I'm quite shy, really. And just that day where I just sit down and it's all over, and I just sit down in a couple of years' time, and I move away, and I just, you know what I mean? Just enjoy myself. It'd be nice. So it's just nice being here. Yeah, it's just a fresh start. I don't know anyone here. I've got no hassle here, no birds or nothing thinking I'm the man out. It's fucking great. I love it.
Give you a few weeks. Give you a few weeks. You'll settle right in. So, what is the plan in terms of obviously are the lads off in the gym for the weekend? Start on Monday fresh?
I'm going for a run at 9 a.m. tomorrow with all of them.
No way.
So yeah,
I
tell them back
heard
down.
I heard that you got put into the WhatsApp group.
I've been there for ages, but I don't really,
Ah,
I don't say anything at all in there. Like I say, I'm quite shy.
oh.
I'm new. I don't know. I've
A
loads
little
of times.
like, hi Carl, how are you?
Yeah, but there's loads of funny things I could say, but because I don't know them very well, I'm still a bit
Yes.
like, are they going to find that funny, or am I going to be like the weirdo? So I just keep my powder dry for now. Get to know him a bit better,
Yeah.
and I'll unleash the real me. But yeah, so we're going for a run tomorrow. Back in the gym Monday full time. I had a bit. I had I'm not sure what it was. I had something wrong with my arm. I've been taking medication for it, so hopefully that clears it up.
Oh no way! What happened to you?
Apparently, even with a bad arm, apparently you can still run. So
Yes, you can.
yeah, so I'm running tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Well, that's good.
No, you know what? I'm more excited. I'm excited, just a breath of fresh air being here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
More than the boxing, really. I'm just happy to be here.
There's a very famous Irish. Well, it's an Irish expression that's been turned into English, but it is. I bet it would be the making of you, and I bet it would be the making of you.
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm just all aspects of life. I just want to change all of them, and I'm just really happy. And I think that with the boxing, that'll bring the best out of me. People always say you never really talk too positively about the boxing, but I think when I don't give it much thought, I think I'll probably perform better than what I do when I get obsessed with it. Like I did with the David Price fight to an extent. I just kind of opened it. I got too obsessed. I've got that personality where I got too obsessed. You know what I mean? So, fuck it.
It's about finding the balance, David, isn't that it?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay, so I have a quiz, which I'm dying to do, because I picked really good questions this time.
Are they a bit harder than last time?
Very hard, yeah.
Because last time it was like 6 to 9-year-olds or something.
Well, this is why I went hell for leather on these ones, and they are difficult. And I'd be very, very surprised if you get them.
Well, any of them?
No, you definitely get a few.
Is it general knowledge?
It's kind of general knowledge, but it's sport and it's boxing and it's different things.
Then, I'm ready to go.
Okay, and then at the end I have the name game because it was so successful last week.
I'll just think of 10 random names then.
Grant, right, we'll get them going.
I weren't informed.
For anyone watching, your questions will be asked at the end of the interview. And can I just say that the questions that came in this week were brilliant. Really good.
Well, not the usual, no.
Not the usual. I think everyone is starting to get accustomed now to our little...
I thought everyone would ask about that kid's mum, but no questions about that.
What happened to some kid's mum?
My post yesterday. Did you not see it?
No, what did you put up?
Don't matter, you'll think less of me. Right, let's go. Come on.
Oh, yeah, don't. Right. General knowledge. What is the smallest country in the world?
In the whole world?
In the whole world,
yeah,
David.
No, do islands count, though? Do islands count?
Like, well, can I just... Ireland or islands?
Islands, not Ireland, obviously.
Dave, it's... What's the smallest country in the world?
Is the answer in Ireland or not? That's all I need to know.
No, it's not an island, no.
Are we talking in terms of population or are we talking in terms of the size?
Dave, I'm talking about when someone is in a quiz and gets asked,
no,
what's the smallest country in the world?
Is it smallest in terms of population or smallest in terms of
no, it's smallest
land?
in terms of its geographical size.
I know, but is it an island? I need to know if it's an island or not.
Oh, Jesus, we're going to be here all night.
No, but
it's not an island
or not?
No, it's not an island.
So it's just one word. It doesn't end in island. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Right. The smallest country in the world. That's such a hard question.
It's actually probably one of the most common quiz questions that you could be asked.
So did you know it then?
Yes, I did.
No, you never.
Yes, I did.
No, you never.
I'm telling you, I did.
Is it in Europe?
Yes.
You didn't know it even if it were in Europe. The smallest country in Europe begins with an L.
No, Dave, it doesn't. And it's the smallest country in the world. It just happens to be in Europe. It's a trick question.
Is it Monaco?
No, but it's something very similar to Monaco.
Well, you didn't know it then, did you?
No, I know the answer. You just got it wrong. Yeah,
but did you know before you Googled it?
Yes, because I'm Catholic. Hint, hint.
Is it Vatican City?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, no.
Well, sorry, I was raised Catholic.
That's a trick question.
No, it's a really popular quiz question.
Well, I just got it right, so I'm not bothered. Right, next.
What is the capital of Chile?
Oh, it's Lima, isn't it?
Incorrect. It is
that's
Santiago.
Peru. No. Oh, you dickhead. That's Peru, isn't it? I feel right full now.
Sorry. I'll wait. I won't barge in with the
Chile
answer.
and Peru are like the same place, aren't they? Technically, kinda. South
I have no
American.
idea.
4 and 5 letters.
Okay. In football, which team has won the Champions League the most?
Bayern Munich.
Incorrect.
What is it then?
Real Madrid. Boom. Not too
These
confident.
questions are hard.
Not too confident this week. Yeah, because you ripped the piss out of me the last time. You ripped the piss out of me on the first quiz. Then when Danny was in, you're like, your exact words were, "This will be easy. She's terrible at doing quizzes."
All right, go on then. Go on, I'll concentrate now. Then
Right,
I realise I'm up against it. Go on.
Okay. This is an easy one, and I would judge you severely if you didn't get it right. Where was Kevin Keegan born?
I thought is he from Donny? From Donny, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
He's from Doncaster.
Yeah.
Kevin
And
Keegan, the greatest football manager that Newcastle ever did see.
I'm not sure. Rafa Benitez, I think. But listen, I think Donny Rovers let him go, you know, as a kid because he was too small.
No way.
True story, yeah.
There you go. Okay, we're on to food now. Desserts. Which nut is used in the making of marzipan?
These questions are ridiculous. You've gone over the top, like completely the opposite to the other week. In marzipan?
Yes.
Is it like an obvious nut?
Yes, it will be. I'll give you a hint. It's a very common nut butter. It's a very common snack that athletes may put in their morning smoothies, perhaps.
Yeah, I know, but I put everything in my smoothie.
It is a nut that you'd eat on its own. Like
is it good for headaches? Is 2 of them equal to paracetamol?
What?
Is it an almond?
It is an almond.
2 almonds is equal to a paracetamol, by the way. If you've got a headache, 2 almonds are a paracetamol, yeah.
Is that scientific now? Is that that's from a doctor?
Do I get an extra point for that or not? I'm not sure.
I'm going to give you an extra point just because I've been really mean with the hard questions this week.
Yeah, I knew.
Okay, here is a soap question because I know that you are a hardcore Emmerdale fan.
What soap is it? Is it Emmerdale?
It's Emmerdale.
I'll get it then. I'll get it.
In Emmerdale, on New Year's Day in 2004, who died when the Woolpack pub chimney came crashing down?
Oh, God, she's married to Harry Kewell in real life. She was in the phone box, weren't she? Harry Kewell's wife in the phone box. I can't remember her character name. The barmaid with the dark hair with the ponytail. She's married to Harry Kewell.
Yeah, she's got her character in the...
She was married to Marlon Dingle, weren't she?
That's her surname. Now can you get her first name?
Oh, never. I can see it in my head now.
It begins with a T.
She's married to she's married to Harry Kewell in real life, the footballer. Is it T.I.?
No, T.R.
Trudy.
No.
Trina.
No, it's not Trudy.
Trudy.
It's not Trudy.
I don't know any.
Trisha Dingle.
I can remember her down at the phone box outside.
I'm going to give you half a point.
Harry Kewell's wife, like, honestly.
Here's one for you. This is a good one for you because you are a professional darts champion. How many world titles has Phil Taylor won?
Loads.
Incorrect. I'm going to have
to
get...
Does it count, the BDO count, or is it just PDC?
Oh, I don't know that.
I'm going to say 15.
Oh, David.
Is it Ric Flair?
No, it's 16.
Yeah, Ric Flair, 16 times.
Incorrect.
15. Half a point, though, isn't it?
No, it's absolutely 0 points. Okay. Who is the only musician to ever be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for Literature?
Imagine. Is it not John Lennon? Imagine? No. Well, that's a travesty then. And I want it. And I want something doing about it. Because that's the best song. That's the best song ever. Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes.
It's not John Lennon. Imagine.
It's not John Lennon. No, it's the musician. It's just the musician. It's not the song lyrics.
I don't like this quiz. Who is it?
Who? No, he's still alive, but he's like on his way out. Sorry to all his fans, but he's had loads. He had one of his most One of his most famous songs is called The Hurricane, named after which boxer?
After Reuben Carter. Bob Dylan, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, correct.
It's a great song as well, that, by the way. And a great
It's
song.
an absolute classic. Okay, we're more in your area now. Which horse is the only 3-time winner of the Grand National?
That's too easy, man. Come on.
So give me the answer.
Well, it's Red Rum.
Yes, it is.
But I want some of it. With horse racing, there's nothing I don't know. I could tell you winner at 320 from 2011 at Southwark.
Okay, well, there's a few more horsey ones coming up, okay? So hold your horses. See what I did there? Who scored the first Premier League hat-trick?
Hat-trick? I'm about to say Brian Deane then for Sheffield United, first Premier League goal.
No.
The first hat-trick?
First hat-trick of the Premier League.
Talking that, were I born? I think I was 6 months old when this happened. 1992, weren't it? It was August or September 92.
Oh, so, I don't know. I don't know the dates.
Because you were born in the 80s, don't mean we all were. Well, I'm going to go for... Who was the top striker in the 90s? I don't know. Mark Hughes. I don't know.
No, he played for United.
Yeah, so did Mark Hughes.
All right. Well, he played for United and he was suspended for kicking a fan.
Cantona?
It was Eric Cantona.
He must have played for Leeds at the time.
He could have. I don't know.
Scooby-Doo, you. Phil played for United. You played for United in 92, so I wouldn't have got it with that.
I didn't say 92. You said 92.
Well, the first hat-trick must have been 92 or 93.
Well, listen. Take it up with the Premier League, okay?
Well, I'm going to Google it.
True or false? According to Scottish law, it is illegal to be drunk and in charge of a cow.
What, true or false?
True or false?
You don't know, though, because they're in the islands, aren't they? Remember them toffees, island toffee bars? They were right nice then. I'm going to say it's not true.
Oh, it's actually true. It is Scottish law that you cannot own a cow, have it in your possession while you're drunk.
Well, that's a great question.
It's a brilliant question. After Oasis split, Liam Gallagher started a new band. What were their name?
Again, I'm about 6 years old.
No, you weren't, because Oasis broke up like 10 years ago, Dave. So you were well into your 19th year. Yes, they did.
They still been like 97, didn't they?
Oh my gosh.
Who's no, Liam Gallagher or Noel Gallagher?
Liam Gallagher.
I don't know that one.
The second word is a...
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I don't know it. I don't know it. You can give me all the words to it apart from one. I'm still not going to get it.
BDI.
No. I used to like Noel Gallagher, like If I Had a Gun song.
Yes. So that was from Noel Gallagher's band after Oasis, which were called...
Something to do with some flying birds or something.
The High Flying Birds. Congratulations.
Yeah. I used to enjoy that music, yeah.
What is the capital of Indonesia?
Oh, fuck off, man. I've been slacking lately.
You're just... I'm quite...
You know what? I know the answer to this question.
Yeah, you do.
I'll get it, but we'll be here for 10 minutes.
Will I give you a hint?
No, I don't want anything, because I know it.
Okay, so do you want, we go on to the next question and you come back to it?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how annoyed are you right now? 12. Actually 12.
15. Indonesia. What is the capital of Indonesia? Oh, God. Right, go on next. Next call.
John Gordon and Mark Johnston are prominent names in which sport?
Who? John Gordon?
John Goston.
Yeah, that's horse racing, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't even answer the question. You can't even answer the question properly. No, I can't get any of them.
Sorry, the or. I thought the or was an or, but it's an S.
We said Mark Johnston, so I was like,
yeah, well done. And
they are... Indonesia. Wait a second.
Okay, you take your time. I'm going to go through my questions. Fucking knew I knew I was going to get you on these questions. Took me ages as well. I really picked some hard ones.
Really get into it though, because
for anyone watching, David hates being wrong.
Alright, next.
Okay. The logo for which popular app consists of a white telephone in a white speech bubble on a green background?
Yeah, WhatsApp. What's the capital of
Yes, well done,
Indonesia?
Dave. I honestly, I saw the question, not the answer, and I didn't know what it was. So,
What's the capital of Indonesia?
well, I gave you the first letter,
Yeah.
J.
Can't. Oh God, it's not. It's not even the country I'm thinking of. It can't be that. It can't be that. It's not Jakarta, is it?
It is Jakarta.
It's Jakarta.
Yeah.
Now I'm more mad. I can't believe it, me.
And you know what?
You know what? Do you want to know something?
Yeah.
That was really upsetting me.
I know, I could see it in your face. And you know what's going to upset you even more, David? Is we done a quiz the last time, and that was actually a question. We done a capital
Did I get it like
cities.
that?
Yeah, you got us really quickly.
I'm not on the ball today. I'm not on the ball.
To be honest, you just moved house.
It's
you
the
just
time.
moved county.
It's the timing. The timing.
The
as
timing,
well.
exactly.
6:15. We've got past 7. Be a different story.
Which actor is known as the Muscles from Brussels?
Oh, do the questions now, innit? Because these are crap. Muscles from Brussels.
Okay, do you know
Van Damme?
Yes. Well, don't see. You do know the answers.
Yeah,
you just have to apply yourself. Apply yourself. Are you good with Scrabble?
I've never played it, but ask me anyway.
Okay. Which is the only letter in Scrabble to have a value of 5 points?
Is 5 good or bad?
I don't know. I don't play it, but I thought you'd know it. I thought you'd be a mad Scrabble head, to be honest. No, it's K. Here's an Irish themed question, El Question.
Yeah.
Andrea, Sharon, Caroline, and Jim make up which famous Irish band?
What, singing band? Yeah. Singers, yeah.
Yeah.
What are they called again? Sharon, Karen.
Andrea was the lead singer. Caroline was the drummer. Sharon.
You know I used to like Sinead O'Connor. Well, she was Irish, wasn't she? Must have been.
Yeah, she's from Bray. Yeah, she's from Bray, where Katie Taylor's from, down the road.
I used to really enjoy her song.
Oh, that's interesting. But that's not the answer to the question that I've asked you.
An Irish band?
Andrea was the singer. Caroline was the drummer. Jim
I would have said
played
Bewitched,
guitar.
but there weren't a man in there, were there? Remember
No.
Bewitched? They were Irish, weren't they?
They were Irish as well, yeah.
You should enjoy them.
And did you know that the two twins that were in Bewitched are Shane Lynch from Boyzone's little sister?
Yeah, but I did know that actually, so I didn't make that a question.
Okay, you're not going to get this, so will I just give you the answer?
Give me a clue.
The band name is their surname, and it begins with C. The C. The.
Yeah, I can think of a C word in a minute, like, yeah.
Oh, David.
The Nolan. What about the Nolan? Remember the Nolan? Were they Irish? Were they Irish, the Nolan sisters? Yeah.
Yeah. No. The Coors.
Jim, the who?
The Coors.
Never. I remember the Coors as well. There weren't a man in that band, were there?
Jim. Yeah, he was the guitar player. He's the brother. This is one that I will be very upset if you don't get this right.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're putting pressure on me tonight. I've never felt so under pressure in ages.
What county in Ireland am I from?
I can only think of two. You're from County Antrim.
What?
No? Kildare.
No, not at all.
Where?
Not either of those. They're nowhere near where I am.
Where are you from then?
Waterford.
That's not a county.
It is a county, because why is it a county? What racecourse is in Waterford?
Waterford.
Tramore racecourse in County Waterford.
I think County Kildare or County thingy. I don't think Waterford is a county.
Yeah, well, it is a county.
Yeah, well.
Next question.
Geography exam, did I? Otherwise, I'd revise.
Next question. Name all of Disney's 7 dwarves.
Oh no, No. I know them, but I'm not. Let's do the questions now, because I'm not really happy about this. You know what, yeah? I thought, yeah, when you said do a quiz, yeah, I was expecting some simple, like last time. I need a warning when I'm doing this.
Okay. Name the horse that
forward
won.
an hour.
Name the horse that won the 2018 Grand National.
I don't know. Can't remember.
The Grand National. Okay. How many furlongs are there in a mile?
8. Right.
Well done.
Let's do the question. That's so easy. Come on.
That's the last. That's
Them
finished.
questions are terrible. I'm going to quiz you next time. I'm going to say, how many villages are there in Doncaster? Do you
12.
know? No, there's not actually. Might be 12 postcodes, but there ain't 12 villages.
Well, Terry Harper told me there's 12, so there you go.
Let me tell you something about Terry Harper. She won't get as many as me around the quiz. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so...
No, she never said that.
No, she didn't. Not at all. Listen to me.
You're late.
Okay, so we've abandoned the quiz, which I spent all afternoon doing. That's okay, Dave. Don't worry about it. Do you want to play the name game?
We're meant to be on the same team.
We are on the same team. I just wanted to show you.
Got a lot to learn.
I just wanted to show you that I bring the quiz. Do you want to do the name game or answer fan
Whatever you
questions?
want to do, my love. Anything you want to do. The pressure's off now, so it's fine.
Where's it? What time is it?
Don't know.
Right. Okay. Name game. I give you a name of a sports athlete, and you give me your comment on that person.
We're doing an athlete now, yeah?
Yeah, they're 10 athletes.
Well, I'll give you 10.
Right. We doing one for one?
I'm going to pick one from the same sport. I've not got a list, but you give me one, I'll give you one from the same sport.
David Beckham.
I like David Beckham. When I think of David Beckham, I think of that free kick against Greece. I don't really think of much else. That goal against Tottenham. I don't know what year that was. I'm going to give you Dwight York.
Do you know what's mad, David?
Go on.
Dwight York was my first crush.
Do you know what the maddest thing about Dwight York is?
Absolutely mental.
Do you know what's madder than that?
I was in love with Dwight York when I was a child.
Do you know what's madder than that?
What?
At some point in his life, him and Kate Bryce must have laid down together.
Yeah, they have Harvey.
Do you not think that's crazy? I won't put them together in a million years, would you?
Oh, well, a footballer and a glamour model.
Yeah, I know, but Dwight York, like... to me, I don't know.
Well, what did they talk about?
I used to think him and Andy Cole would get together one day.
Who's Andy Cole?
His strike partner. They were so close.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember Andy Cole?
Do you know what?
He could finish him.
Dwight York and, not Phil Babb.
Phil Babb?
Not Phil Babb. Not Phil Babb. It wasn't Phil Babb. It was Dwight York and Paul Ince. Paul Ince and Teddy Sheringham. I was in love with Teddy Sheringham because my dad sports Spurs. And Jurgen Klinsmann as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll play Teddy Sheringham. What time for him?
Linford Christie.
Before my time, again.
No, he's not.
I'll give you one from your era. Yeah?
Can I just say, I put up that video today of you ripping the mick out of me, calling me old.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm saying from your era when you was a kid.
Lots of people were offended.
What you? Denise Lewis.
I don't know who that is.
You know Denise Lewis?
No.
Sally Gunnell. There you go.
Oh, I know Sally Gunnell. Yeah, but like that's way before my time, and also like
92 Barcelona. All right, I'll give you one. The best athlete of all time, in my opinion, Michael Jordan.
Oh my God, he's on my list. I had him on my list for you. He is the greatest.
I'll go to basketball now anyway.
Right. So here's my question to you for Michael Jordan. So obviously the price of success. In the documentary The Last Dance, we see that, like, you know, his greatness was also a negative, if that makes sense.
Just, you know what, I watched a bit of that documentary and I'm a basketball expert now on the back of that. I didn't know anything about it before, but now I do. Just grafted, didn't it?
Yes.
Obviously natural talent, of course, because you wouldn't be the great. It's about both. You've got to have both to be a great, I believe. But just grafted so hard, didn't it?
He really did.
Danny said to me the other day about it, I said, well, You couldn't throw a left jab for 4 hours when everyone else left the gym, could you? Because your arm would fall off and you were able to do it the next day. So it's a bit different, I guess, to basketball, but still. You've got to admire people like that, aren't you?
Yeah,
The ones who get
completely.
to the top of the game, who work hard
Complete.
like
Did
that.
you watch it and just be like, because I watched it and I finished the last episode at like, I think it was at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I actually wanted to go sprinting. I was like, I just need to go
No,
running or something.
I didn't feel that strongly about it.
Just me then.
Yeah.
Prince Nassim Hamed.
I think he's probably my favourite fighter of all time.
Yeah.
Just could do it all, couldn't
he? Yeah.
Bit of everything. Yeah, he's probably my favourite fighter of all time.
What do you think made him so special?
Just obviously his character, you know what I mean? He's a fantastic fighter, but I only wish I was around when he was at the top of his game.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's anyone like him now.
Have you met him?
And I met him one time, actually.
Where?
I just lost Lenroy Thomas at Bramall Lane. He was getting sat down to watch Kell Brook and Spence. And I got a picture with him.
Did you?
I had 2 black eyes, and that was Scooby-Doo I was. And I went, have a picture of him. Yeah, so. And then,
I'm jealous. I have said that when I interview Nassim, I'll retire. So hopefully it happens one day, but not too soon. Gary Lineker.
You know what? It's funny because he was a really good footballer, apparently, but I only know him as the Chris man off Match of the Day. Crazy,
he was like any Spurs fan holds Gary Lineker in very high esteem, me included.
What do you think to Ledley King? No thoughts on it now.
No thoughts on it.
Right, so weren't sure you had any thoughts on it or not. Obviously not. Right.
Okay, Lewis Hamilton.
You know what? Yeah, I don't watch this motor racing because I struggle to think. Obviously, there's more to it than meets the eye, but I've got mates who can drive a car really fast. Do you know what I mean? It's a weird one, isn't it? Because you know what? It's like people say boxing just a fight, and there's so many intricacies to it, and I'm sure that's the same. But I watch it, I just think, what are they doing? Like they're driving a car. Like I've got pals who can drive cars quite fast. I don't understand it.
There has to be some level of skill.
No, of course, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know what it is, so I'm not really interested in it because I don't know what's going off, to be honest. And that's me just admitting to I just don't know.
And which
I don't
drive, so I don't get it.
I know they work really hard. I know they have to be a certain way and they have to do certain stuff. So I admire them because to get to the top of anything, you've got to be good at it. To be the best at anything, you got to work hard. But I just don't get it, to be honest.
Do you have to be a certain weight to drive?
Because you've got to fit in the car. You've got to fit in the car, and the car's only light. You've got to be under a certain weight and a certain size. Yeah.
Never knew that.
Like jockeys go through so much with the weight and stuff. Like jockeys was one of the hardest jobs to do, being a jockey.
Is this true or false? But do jockeys have to go through, like, when they decide that they want to be a jockey, do they have to go through like a process to kind of stunt their growth?
I don't believe so. No, I think it's just for smaller people, you know. Some jockeys there's some jump jockeys that are 6 foot tall. Richard Hughes, a flat jockey, I think he was tall. They're in the sauna a hell of a lot, I think. You know, I've got a few friends that are jockeys and they're in the sauna a lot. Like, it's hard. It's really hard work for them. They don't eat anything. I watched the Tony McCoy documentary, and he was so miserable because how he had to live just to be a jockey. You know, but he loved it that much. He starved himself in the sauna in hot baths, broken bones, riding with broken bones because he was obsessed by being the best.
It's the price of it, isn't it?
Crazy, really.
The price of it. Ian Botham.
I wonder about him earlier because I read his document. I read his autobiography.
No way.
Really enjoyed it. Yeah, really good sportsman. He played football for Scunthorpe, I think, as well.
No idea. Were you talking about him today?
I think I was earlier. Yeah, I can't remember why, but I was on about him. Yeah.
See that?
Before my time again. But I read his book. Interesting fella as well. He was like the Freddie Flintoff of his time.
Exactly. Yes.
I'm a big Flintoff fan, so yeah, I like.
So am I. I like Freddie Flintoff.
And I think he's good on the. I enjoy him as a pundit as well.
Yeah, he was on Question of Sports, and he did Question of Sport for years.
Before my time again.
Question of Sports.
They were both on Question of Sport before my time. Before both of our time, but before my time.
Oh, okay.
like
I thought
80s. He was
I
on there
thought
in the
question
80s.
sport was only like a 90s thing.
No, it was started in the 70s, I believe. But when I used
Oh.
to watch it, it was John Parrott and Ali McCoist. Then it was Ali McCoist.
Ali
I love Ali
McCoist.
McCoist, yeah.
Love Ali
Yeah, I do,
McCoist.
yeah.
Who did he play for again? Newcastle. Was it?
Rangers.
Rangers.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I didn't know he was a footballer, but I was question sport. I used to love Ali McCoist, yeah.
Love Ali McCoist. Joe Kazagi.
You know what? He's Danny's favourite fighter, but for me, like, again, I know how great he were, but I just never really watched much of him, to be honest. A little bit before my time. He retired, 2006, 2007?
Yes.
I never watched a boxing fight till July 2008, I think, was the first one I watched ever. Like, it might have been on the telly my dad watching it, but I never took any notice of it. It was John Murray, Yusuf Al Hamidi. So whenever that was the first fight I watched. So Joe Calzaghe, I've watched stuff of him since, like, he retired, obviously, watched him back, but he's not really, like, one of my favourites because it was just a bit before my time. But
when you were growing up, what did Mr. Allen have playing most on the telly? Like, what was the sports?
I weren't allowed the remote, to be honest. If my dad fell asleep, he used to fall asleep on the settee, just so we couldn't watch the telly, just so we'd have to not go in the living room. But anyway, sometimes I'd go in, I get a remote, and I used to watch Nickelodeon, Keenan and Kel, Sister, you know them, the ones. But I used to live for United Arsenal twice a year as a kid. Keenan Vieira, Keown, Van Nistelrooy when he missed a penalty.
You supported United?
Yeah, I was a massive United fan. I used to live for United Arsenal, United Liverpool, United Chelsea. Obviously City were a League Two side at the time, so they weren't involved. But yeah.
Have you ever met any like iconic United players?
In terms of footballers, like I don't really. I know I've spoken to Declan Rice a few times. Nice kid, and a few other footballers. Ollie Norwood, spoke to him a few times, and that. But I'm not really mates with any footballers, to be honest. No, I've not really met any. I started watching football when Ronaldo left United, to be honest. I look at United team now, I don't even recognise half the names in first 11.
Yeah, I don't either.
I look back, see Schmeichel, Irwin, Neville, Stam, Johnson or Blanc, and then I look at Giggs, Keane, Scholes, Beckham, Cole, York, Sheringham off at bench, Solskjaer off at bench. I just think Quinton Fortune, saw him on the train once, Manchester Airport train, Quinton Fortune ends up playing for Rovers. And I just think, I don't really want to watch fucking Fred and that play, because I don't really want, it's not the same.
Right. George Best.
I watched George Best. When he died, like I remember sat down, like BBC played like loads of stuff on him. And that was the first time I'd really watched him. And I remember just thinking, wow, like what, just unbelievable. And my dad always says to me, he thinks the best player ever of all time is George Best.
Wow.
He says George Best is the best football player he's ever seen.
Was your dad a big football fan?
Yeah, I think he was a big United fan as a kid himself, and he's not a massive football fan really, but he's a United fan. I think from a kid, and then that's why I was a United fan, and he said he thinks George Best was the best, and when you watch him, it was great, wasn't he? And the character as well again.
Well, see, this is the thing. All these like athletes that we remember and that we are like look at fondly, they're all characters. They're all people who were themselves and who were great at what they did.
Yeah, I agree.
So I had Michael Jordan next, but we've obviously spoke about Michael Jordan already. Final one. Bruce Lee.
What sport did he like?
Well, I mean, technically, like the sport that he done probably would have been like karate.
You know what it is?
The original jiu-jitsu, the like Ju jitsu.
I don't know what he did yet. You know, like Bruce Lee and all these other people and these hardmen and that. You know, like you read about all these gangsters, hardmen from back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think if you were so hard, why didn't you just take up boxing or something? Do you know what I mean? Or why didn't you just do something as a professional? Why didn't you become world champion? If you're the hardest man in the world, then just you hear stories now. Oh, so and so he's hard. Well, why don't you? You know what? There's MMA these days. If it's so hard, go and do that. Yeah, nobody bites and that. Well, he's not that hard then, really, is he? If he has to resort to that, you know what I mean? So, do you know what I mean? I just think, well, if he's so hard, then all these people were so hard back in the day. Why would they do unlicensed boxing? Why do they not do professional boxing? Why don't they do MMA these days or do boxing? So
Because they
I'm not
can't
really.
stick to the discipline of it. That's
Yeah,
why.
I'm not like Bruce Lee in that. I don't really know, to be honest. I couldn't really say, but a lot of people, I just think.
Well, Bruce Lee, you can't put Bruce Lee into that bracket.
I don't know what he did, so I couldn't make comment on him.
But like in terms of the films that he made and his like
I've never seen.
athletic ability.
I've never seen a Bruce Lee film.
Oh, Davis, please do yourself a favor and
I
watch
was
a
brought
Bruce
up in
Lee
a, I was
movie.
brought up in a very realistic life, from my childhood. Everything's black and white. I hate the film. I hate the Rocky films. I hate them.
Well, do you know I've only ever seen the first Rocky and I can't even really remember what happens in it. And that is
Thing for
probably going to
me,
break a lot of hearts, but it's the truth.
if you watch the film yet about like your job yet, what you do.
Yeah.
If you watch a film about that, yeah,
Yeah.
and it was just like so unrealistic, you'd be like, this is not very good. So I watch Rocky and I just think this is not realistic to what I do.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I just think
And
so for me it just ruins it.
do you also like, so for example, like we'll say The Fighter, which was like the story of Mickey Ward. Is that that one? That was, yeah, it was Mickey Ward was the fighter.
Yeah.
So like when you're watching, what's the actor's name? Mark Wahlberg,
yeah.
fighting, throwing a few digs, you're like, that doesn't look real at all. Or like in Snatch. Snatch is my favorite movie.
Yeah.
And like the scene where Brad Pitt is like goes into the first time you see him fighting or whatever, it's like it's good, but it's not realistic.
It's not so much the fighting scenes. It's just like the fight was a good film because it's based on a true story. It's real.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Raging Bull as well. Again, based on a true story. But Rocky, I remember watching it not as a kid, but when I started boxing myself, I just thought, this is not real. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't real, so I didn't enjoy it, to be honest.
You would prefer to watch The Notebook?
I watched Days On the other day again. Really enjoyed it.
Did you? I don't know how you watch that. I can't even watch that.
Yeah,
I tell you what my favourite movie is. K9.
I've not seen it.
Oh, it's with James Belushi and he's a policeman and it's about him and he gets a new partner and he's like going into like meet his new partner in work and it's a dog.
Never.
It's a German Shepherd, yeah, called K9. This is his new
Does
partner.
the dog
And he's
talk?
like, no. And he hates the dog. He's like, I don't want a dog. Like he has to live with the dog. And it's all about their relationship. And then there's like, he's hunting this like drug guy. And then they become like really good partners. And like, it's the most amazing movie. If you haven't yet watched it, go on.
The Jump Street films.
I don't know what that is.
Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill.
You love Channing Tatum.
No, that film. That's one of the only films I laugh at. Like, I actually laugh out loud when I watch it. Really
no, I haven't seen it. Okay, before our time runs out, I'm going to do the fan questions because there's loads more after coming in there. I can see the number jumping up. Straight off the bat, Walter Flynn. Lydia, a Bruce Lee film is not a fight. Okay. Caden Cummings has asked, who is your favourite up-and-coming fighter from Ireland? Do you know any up-and-coming fighters from Ireland? Would you?
I know all the boxers that are from Ireland like that are about. My favourites, obviously got Frampton, Conlon. A lot of my favourite fighters are Irish.
Well, up-and-comer. They said up-and-coming fighters.
Up-and-coming. That's a more difficult one. Like, we're talking, like, kids that have had one or two fights, probably not so familiar with them. Fighters that aren't, like, in and around world title. I like the two Tyrones, me. McCullough and McKenna, I like them both. I think they're both good fighters as well.
Yeah.
Probably not up-and-comers, really. That's probably not answering the question she wants to know. But in terms of young Irish, like, kids coming through, I couldn't really name any of them, to be honest.
Have you ever fought anyone Irish?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. No. Okay. Tommy Brick has asked, if you had 3 fights left to fight and money wasn't an issue, who would you choose to fight and why?
In an ideal world, I'd box Bracamonte.
Mm-hmm.
And then I boxed, obviously got the British title. If Dubois and Joyce vacated, I boxed with Nathan Gorman for it, or someone like that. Because I respect Nathan. Hughie Fury again, respect him as well. David Price, 3 very good fighters.
Yeah.
One of them three, win that, and then I don't know, box Tony Oker again or something like that. For me, like
Perfect.
I look at fights now, and like the only time when people say, well, who would won a box, I only mention names that I've got respect for, that I think are good fighters.
Yeah.
So anytime I ever say, well, I'd like to box him, I say that it's from a good place. I'm saying that because I've got respect for him, and I think if I beat you, I'll be really proud of myself. So I never ever call someone out, and it's never coming from a bad place. It's always coming from a place of, I think you're a really good fighter, and I would love to have the opportunity to try and beat you, because I feel like it means something to me.
I hear you. Jurgen Graces has asked, who's the highest ranked fighter that you feel ready and able to take on and confident that you could win against?
I don't know. I'm not really, I'm not really giving boxing much thought, to be honest. Um, I might box August, September. I've not heard anything, so it's not like there's nothing even being discussed at the minute. So I don't know. I've not really looked, to be honest. Like, and I'm not sat here thinking, well, I want to do this A, B, and C. I'm just thinking, well, it'd be nice to box again. So, I'm
I hear you.
not really thinking of anyone in particular.
Um, Oh, Hazelwood has asked, what has been your most satisfying win apart from the Brown and Webb fight?
When I beat when I beat Bracamonte, yeah, I I remember like they called it off, and I was really upset because I was going to stop him properly. You know what I mean? Like the ref were going to jump in, or I was going to finally put him over and stop it. So I was really upset. But then after, when I beat Bracamonte,
Yeah.
I know I'm going to get the Lucas Brown fight. I knew it was going to happen, and it was just like, didn't know I'm going to land the O2. I didn't know what I was going to get paid, but I just thought I'm going to get that fight with Lucas Brown now, and it was that was relief, because after 2 rounds I thought I'm going to get beat here. After the third round, Bracamonte thought I'm going to get beat. After the fourth, I'm going to get beat. And then somewhere halfway through the fourth, I've said, "You're not beating me, cunt." In my own head, that's what I said. I said, "You ain't beating me." And I just fucking bit down the Gumsfield, and I thought, you know what? He's tiring. I got to him. So that were, if we're talking relief, Bracamonte were relief, because for 3.5, well, yeah, for 3.5 rounds, I thought, I'm not going to beat this fella, but just bit down and finally got him out.
Great answer. H. Francis Com has asked, Dave, how do you overcome anxiety when heading to the ring? Any tips?
You know what? I'm not really a nervous character, really. I look at fights
Do you
about.
never get nervous?
No, I don't, for every fight, like White, Ortiz, Yoka, nothing to lose. The three fights are possibly the best three fighters I boxed on paper, and probably the best three fighters I boxed. Got nothing to lose, so I was really relaxed. The David Price one, like I said, on the ring wall, I hear this cowboy music on. Yeah, I don't know if I told you this before. I've mentioned
No.
it to somebody before. And this cowboy music went on. They were coming out to like what do you call it? Like when the cowboy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Do 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 do. You know what I'm talking about? Like the cowboy song. Like whipping like they're both walking to each other with the gun ready to
Oh,
draw the guns.
oh yeah, the one where you're like, get your guns
Yeah,
out, like,
yeah.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
I
yes,
heard that,
yes.
yeah, and I was behind the curtain, and I heard that, yeah, and I just knew, I just knew my body was fucked, and I just knew. I thought, and I remember just thinking, I knew I wanted to go out and get my head smashed in. Like I just thought, so I just faced that. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna get fucking hammered. But the most nervous I've ever been, I watched Ginger at Valecki at Doncaster Down. I think it was the 29th of August 2015. He'd won about 18, lost 50 odd, and I couldn't lose the fight, to be honest. It was whether I stopped him or not. One of them, you watch the journeyman. Am I going to stop him over 4 hours? Maybe, maybe not. It's tough. I was so nervous. I remember being laid on myself at the lazy time. I was kind of shaking my nerves. I was like, literally, like when your bum feels right funny. My bum was like proper
Yes.
tingling. My arse was tingling like mad. And I remember just like shaking. And that's the most nervous I've been. And I didn't really deal with it at all. I was just like that all day. And then eventually the bell goes and you fight. So you need to deal with it, because time goes so fast. Like last Friday, 7 days goes like that. So the day of the fight, you might feel terrible, but it's gonna pass eventually. So these days, I just think, well, it's gonna happen. Whatever happens will happen as well. So
Do you know, I
yeah,
love hearing these stories. It's like, it's just, It's mad. It's mad what you do and what you go through. I had Richard Towers on the other night, and he was obviously talking about his loss to Lucas Brown.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was talking about like how he knew that he was going to lose that night. He said that before they fought, he was looking over at Lucas and he was saying stuff like, he hasn't shaved, and like he's like, is he have to get more tattoos since I last? Like these are the conversations that he was having in his head before the fight. It was literally about to start, and he's like, I knew then that I was going to lose.
Yeah, it's a bit like the David Price thing. As soon as I heard that cowboy music, yeah, I could not even tell you why. My arse dropped out. And I don't even mind saying that. Like, I think of myself as a brave man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm brave.
Yeah.
I heard that cowboy music for some reason, yeah.
Like it goes do do do
Yeah.
do.
And my arse just dropped out. And you know what? I knew things hadn't gone well, yeah. I knew things hadn't gone well. Like, I knew the last 5 week camp had gone bad, and I thought, you know, if I get past 3 or 4 rounds, I'll just stick it out, it'll fade and that. But when I heard that cowboy music, and if you watch, I watched the ring walk for the first time. Tried to watch the fight. I couldn't watch the whole thing. I got like a round and a half in. And I started walking before even the first verse of Fields of Goldfinch. I never walked till then. I stand there, he's got me in, I look up, take it all in. But I just started walking like a line before it ended. I never raised my head once. And I was just having a body language. I was touching his glove at the start of the first round, at the end of the first round. It's just your brain just. That night, I couldn't even tell you why either. I look back and I've got no shame in saying it. My arse just fell out, proper fell out.
Wild.
In one sense, but in another sense, I was brave enough to get in there and get my head caved in. But yeah, my arse just fell out.
100%.
I couldn't even tell you why. The honest truth is, I shit myself proper.
Exclusive.
But I, you know what the thing is as well.
Go on.
And I'd love to watch David Price again, and I'd approach differently. But I said so. I think I respected him too much in a weird sense. I had so much respect for him. Like he dadded me out of the fight as well, all fight week. You know, like
Why did you say that?
I don't know. I don't know. I look back at it when I saw the touching gloves and that, and I don't know, because I felt like he disliked me before the fight. I just wanted him to like me. You know, little weird things like that. I don't know. I was just like, I wanted to like me, and I didn't want to fight. Every time I box, yeah, even, I'm not saying I'm the best or anything, but when I fight, yeah, or whenever, any time in my life I've ever been scrapping, I want to fucking kill you. Do you know what I mean? To the best of my ability, I'm going to try and fucking do you. And I didn't have it, and I don't know why. It was just a funny story, isn't it, really?
No, it's a very interesting story. Mm-hmm. Very honest story. Thank you for sharing that with us. Appreciate it. Okay, let's have a look before we get cut off here for time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so everyone always asks you this question, but it's a little bit relevant this week now because of what's been in the news. So Asa Davis 10 has asked, who is the winner for you for AJ versus Fury? He also says to rate me out of 10, which you won't do because there is no number for me on the Woodstown scale. But winner for AJ versus Fury, what do we think?
Well, I was on TalkSport the other day, and they asked me the question,
Yeah.
I've not been up very long, so I weren't very talkative. And I went, look, I said, this fight is so far away from happening. So first of all, Tyson's got to beat Wilder, and Anthony's got to beat Pulev. Now, these aren't, it's not like they're having 4-rounders against genuine. These are world title fights against the hardest punchman in the division, and Kubrat Pulev, who's a very, very good fighter. Like, it ain't cut and dry that it's happening. And I went, yeah, Dave, but who's going to win? And I went, and when that's sorted, they've got to decide where it is, the money, everything's got to be agreed. And then, yeah, but who's going to win? And I went, well, we'll have to see how. I said at the minute, obviously, Tyson looks amazing against Wilder. He's a big favourite. If Anthony boxes against Pulev next, stops him in the round 2, looks amazing. He's going to be the favourite again. Mm-hmm. You know, for our perception, it's like whatever, you're only as good as your last fight. I found that out very painful. After Lucas Brown, I'm going to be a world champion. After David Price, I'm the worst fighter ever lived. So you're only as good as your last fight. So I don't know. You have to ask me this question on fight week when it happens, because right now,
I hear you.
So far away.
Here's a question for you. Who has the most to lose losing that fight if it does
I
come
don't
out?
think either of them will get anything to lose. The winner of that fight will be the best heavyweight of this generation.
Mm-hmm.
The loser is a great heavyweight, a multiple-time heavyweight champion of the world, and they'll be worth over 100 million quid.
Good night and God bless.
What lose in that situation? If the fight does happen, if they do beat Pulev and Wilder, and they do box each other, they've been involved in the biggest fight of British boxing history, and one of them will go down as one of the best fighters, best heavyweights of all time, I believe. You get the best heavyweights of each generation, and they make up the pile of around 20 or 30 all-time great heavyweights. I think, in this generation, I think Anthony Tyson and Deontay Wilder will be the three. The last 5 or 10 years, and I think the winner will be the number one man.
I hear you. I would also like to make a promise to you that I am not going to ask you for your thoughts on that fight until fight week.
Thank you.
Again.
Also, I'd give Lydia a 10 inside. It's what's in here that counts.
10s don't exist. We've gone through this before.
But
if we are going to do it, I'm a 12. Put it that way.
It's what's in here that counts.
That is very true. Okay, let's have a look. Lots of people have put in the Vatican, so that's obviously from our quiz. J Cog 1501 has said, "You're looking good, Dave. You're a good man." And
cheers, mate. Thank you.
A little.
It's the air in it. It's the air in it. Doing things for
me. World Service Technician has said the Lucas Brown stoppage, that was a whopper knockout. That is all.
It was a good one.
It was a good one. That is actually, I know the Webb one is your favourite, but the Lucas Brown one is actually my favourite.
That's what annoys me, when I beat Lucas Brown,
yeah.
In the week or two after that, everyone was like, you know what, Dave Allen, he's going to be a serious contender. He's not going to beat the top guys, but he can be in and around all the rest of them and give them all a good fight, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You fast forward 12 weeks, you have one bad performance, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, you're no good. You're terrible. You're no good. You should retire. You're crap. You lost to David Price. Do you know what I mean? It's not like football. You have a bad game, you can play again the week after you have a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I had to then wait 8 months. Well, it's not 8 months because I've not really watched anyone for people to say he's good again.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I get to have a proper fight again, to say to people, you know what, yeah, he's good actually. He had a bad night. It's 18 months down the line.
I hear you. Josh J94 has that. Oh, we're 2 minutes left. Okay, last question. Who's punched you in the face and you've thought, God, that hurts?
You know what? This is a funny answer. Yeah. They all hurt though. Everyone hurts. You know what I mean? All of them. I remember being a kid at 16. Brendan Ingles, one of my first ever sessions.
Yeah. And
Brendan went, go on the bottom circle next to the mirror. So go in there and body spar with the kids. These kids were no older than 5 or 6, and I was on my knees trying to make him miss, and I let one of them have a free punch on my chin. And I remember being like, headed after they hit me. And that was a 5 or 6 year old kid. So they all, and I used to think I was right chinny after that. I was right worried. But do you know, probably, I think Tyson Fury is the hardest puncher I've been in with, the heaviest. Like, he's just a big man, innit? Like, when the shots go, they're heavy. But the person that's hit me, then I thought, I'm when Simon Vallily hit me. Simon Vallily's hit me a few times. And I thought, fuck me, that fucking really, really hurt. Once hit me on the top of the edge, and my body ran cold. I had goosebumps, and the goosebumps didn't leave for about half an hour. I had them all over my body, and they didn't leave for half an hour, even on top of the head. And eventually I got to him, like, that's what he was happening with me, Simon. He used to fucking film you for 3 hours. I'm going to fucking get to you in a minute. But,
he did say that before, yeah.
Yeah, he fucking hell, he could punch him. That's what I'm saying, the Wardley fight, I'm really excited about it, because if Simon's in shape, it's going to be a great fight, but...
Absolutely. Okay, it's literally going into last 30 seconds. So we'll wrap this up. Thank you very much. Well done on your travels to Manchester. I hope you have a good week.
Do you know why you're a good friend? Yeah, do you know why you're a good friend?
Yeah, why?
Because you say well done for doing things that's not so much effort. It makes me feel really good about myself.
Well done. Okay, listen, it's going to go in any second now. Okay, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.